Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owain.
Me, Alison.
And me, Daniel.
Hello everyone and welcome to Tonic Live with me, Owain.
Me, Alison.
And me, Daniel.
Hello everyone. Just want to make sure the mic is working. Whereabouts is the mic, Dan? It's usually on the edge of it.
It may be on the floor.
It may be there. I just noticed as the credits were rolling, I realised there you go, everyone. So, hello everyone. Bit of a change in time, so we've probably caught you a little bit early. And the reason for that is there's a show on Create and Craft at 4 p.m. with Jodie, with those sentiments, brand new sentiments on there. What else we got on there?
We've got the edger dies.
The edger dies.
So they work really well with your gatefold cards because you can put one each side. They put panels. Oh dear me!
Come on, carry on.
Oh, I really hate listening to myself.
It just keeps putting.
Oh!
It turns the volume back
stop
up.
Listening to everything at full blast, and you'll be alright then.
They will work with one sentiment plus your edger die. You can put two sentiments, two edger dies with your sentiment down the middle. Lots of possibilities with these dies, and I'm sure Jodie's got loads of ideas to share with you.
Loads to see, and if you don't get a chance, you can always watch on their catch-up service as well, and you can watch back the shows. It's a weekday wonder, so you can just watch it all and see it all and do it all. It's all on there for you. So, what are we doing today? Tonic Live is part of the week where we go through usually something we're excited about, something brand new, or something that we maybe haven't shown you much. And this week we're going to show you the kit. So we unboxed it right at the start of the month, but we haven't given you a chance to show you a little bit more over there. And yeah, so we're going to go through that today. Answer any questions you have about the kit, anything you'd like to see. Alison is going to just do it for you live.
If I can.
Anything. Handstands the lot.
Oh my word, that's answering.
You're all over it. So so just ask away anything about the kits. We're going to go through it in a bit more detail, show you how these cards are put together a little bit, and just talk through it. So any general Tonic questions you have as well, send them our way. It's one of those sort of shows where
it's been a bit of a manic week, in all fairness.
Yeah.
It's been a busy week upstairs and I haven't had time to prep, so that's why it's open to you today. I will share whatever knowledge I have with you.
We'll share the knowledge.
Away.
That's it. Any Tonic questions or anything about any Nouveau products. We've got a lot of Tonic and Nouveau around us, so yeah, we're just going to...
Is there an item in the kit that you were thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do with that?
I'd like for you to talk washi tape to me.
Would you like me to talk washi tape?
Yeah, I still don't fully get it. I know some people love washi tape. It's like they go, I collect them.
Yeah.
And I'm yet to someone's got to let me in that room where these washi tape people are.
Do we let him in or do we keep him out?
Yeah, I don't know. That's it. When will the glue be back in stock? Lucinda, loads of people are with us. If it's deluxe adhesive, be back in as soon as we can get it in. I'm not sure on the date.
We're all desperate.
Yeah.
We're all desperate for our deluxe adhesive.
We are. So we'll talk through what is in this month's kit again, just while you...
I know there was a few little comments that they couldn't see the papers and things. So I'll share with you a bigger patch of paper this time. So if we do a quick reprise of the kit. So what have we got here? These are the papers you're going to receive in your kit. So we have our classic cardstock in the maroon red and the navy blue. What do we use this for? This is our basic box construction. This is our layering for our cards. It's not quite thick enough for a card base unless you've got a teeny tiny card base. But anything else, this is perfect to use. It cuts like a dream. Will do anything you want it there. So they are the two classic cardstocks. Then we've got a lovely pearlescent. They are 216 GSM. We have our ivory sheen pearlescent card. I'm hoping you're picking up a little bit of the sheen on the screen there. It's a beautiful warm ivory. It's not your off-white. It really is a lovely cream colour. It's 250 GSM, so again perfect for your bigger box construction. your card bases, and again your layers. Anything you want to do with that, you can do. Again, we have speciality cardstock. So let me just separate these. So again, we have our copper roses. So I'm going to try and turn this so you can see the roses actually there. They're embossed roses, so these could be picked up with a little bit of mousse. If you rubbed a thin layer of mousse over the top, you could pick up some of this pattern.
If you move it closer back to you.
To me, are we too close? Yeah. I always think the closer I get to you, the better. See. As you can see on the back, it's a very, very faint. There's not much of an emboss there. But again, you know, if you want to do something that's double-sided, you've got a nice back into it because you can still see the pattern of the roses. So we will give you a perfect.
I'm just getting your demos ready.
What are you
think people
doing?
are asking about they're asking about mic and Misk. I think.
He's getting a bit scary there, I think.
I'm sort of going to get the stuff ready. I think it was Sheila. She said she's got a few mic and Misk but hasn't used them. What can I do with them? And I thought we can show them in combination with a kit maybe or something like that.
We'll have a go.
Challenge Alison.
So then we have our golden glacier. Again, I'm trying not to get a flare on it. There we go. So you can see there's quite an abstract pattern with this one. Again, it's a lovely warm gold, almost towards a rose gold, I would say. Again, 250 GSM. So both of these are again box construction, card weight, but still lovely for your layering. Then we have your speciality papers. I think, if I remember rightly, these are 150 GSM.
Sheila did ask you, is there a list of the Craft Perfect weights? I don't think we've got a comprehensive list, but we know them off our head, don't we?
Yeah, I think this is 150. This is the one I always forget. So again, we have our floral lace. So this almost reminds me of broderie anglais, the dresses I had when I was a little girl. And again, you know, you could colour in the little petals, pull out parts of it, the mousse would sit over the top. Beautiful pattern there. And the last one is the champagne fountain. Again, almost looks like little candles, candle flames, that's what it reminds me of. But again, you know, would be masculine, feminine, whichever you're making.
Luxurious.
It is luxurious, it is beautiful.
Elaine mentioned Dan is an amazing card maker. Loved his one-man show last week. That's all I'm getting now.
Well done.
I'm just getting messages saying, "Oh, can I have the card? Can he make a card for me?" What?
You've had one.
Oh no, it's honestly, I just can't get it. It's just too much.
Well, thank you very much for your kind words to my absolute madness.
It's very good.
I'm hoping you can pick up the back of these, because again, there's an amazing embossed detail on the back, and that pattern could be used as well in your card making. So the one that I think Dan may have snaffled last week.
Why do you think that?
I can't think why. But
at least he used the side. He didn't go straight in the middle.
True.
You would have.
I would have gone bang in the
You
middle.
would have gone bang right there. This is our gold dust glitter card. And again, if you're worried that you're going to be covered in glitter, I've got, I don't even know, there's a tiny few specks, but it's not a lot on there. I would say 99% is encapsulated here. You're not going to be covered from head to foot in glitter. So that's our papers. So again, lovely selection, beautiful colours.
Really nice colour selection. And it'll complement other papers that you've had from the kits before. It's a nice variety in there. Sandra says, "Oh, is that the green-eyed monster?" Look, we know Dan's a better card maker. We can't. Let's stop pretending anymore. If you've seen any craft battle, Dan wins most of them. So no surprise there. I can't be jealous. I can just be proud.
Exactly.
Single tear rolls down.
Oh dear me. So what else have we got in the kit? We've got some stone drops. So you've got a full-size bottle of stone drops. I've lost my little gem, but it's round here somewhere. If you didn't manage to get them on Create and Craft when they were on, you'll get one in the kit for you to have a try with. Why are they different? For me anyway, you can make a bigger drop with these. As long as you leave them to dry, they won't crack. They're textured, so there's a lovely little texture on there. Mixed media projects, I think they would be awesome to go with those. The girls did some amazing techniques with them. If you watch back on the shows for last week, I know Jen and Christine and I think Angela did a beautiful seascape scene with them. If I could speak, if I got the right teeth in. But again, loads and loads of ideas there.
And that's it. Yeah, think of your expanded mousses, which you may have got in the kit before, and if you want to just add extra detail, or if you're into, that sort of makes me really layer in your designs, or doing worn or vintage or sort of distress sort of stuff. These are the ones for you. It's a different feel completely to the other drops, and we're going to work on that as well, just showing you all the different types, because we've got an extended family of drops now. There's a lot out there, from crystal drops, gloss, you got glitter drops, jewel drops, glow drops. What have I missed? Dream drops.
Yeah.
Vintage drops.
Vintage drops as well. So lots of different, for every sort of style of sort of old feel of drop and texture. We've pretty much got you covered now. I don't think. Pearlescent. Yeah, metallics.
Then we have one of our little diamond ink pads. Oh, if I draw, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it around because that's going to be easier. We've got our little diamond ink pad, and this is our poppy red. So it's a Nuvo ink pad, it's a hybrid ink pad. So what does hybrid mean? Hybrid means it'll work with your alcohol markers, but it'll also work with your watercolours. So whichever medium you prefer, these will work with it. Then we have our Gilding Flakes. So you'll have a little pot of Gilding Flakes. Don't think this is not going to go far because it's only a teeny tiny pot. Once you pop this into a little takeaway container or something, it just puffs up. If I empty this out now, I'd be struggling to get it all back in because it really is crammed to the rafters in there. And then we have a little sample then of our embellishment mousse, our expanding mousse. So I know a lot of you really enjoyed seeing this. So that's that. And then we have something that's totally new to us. So we're going to go turn the board again, so if I'm making you feel a little bit sicky. We've got some washi tape. So here's our washi tape. You'll have 3 rolls of washi tape. If you think I'm never ever in my life going to use washi tape, it's not my style, I don't like it.
You're wrong. I'm about to change your mind.
If you don't want to use it in your card making, this is what will hold your dies onto your card for cutting. So we've saved you a little bit of money going out and buying tape. But again, you can add little small elements of it. I've made some little banners here, just on the bottom of the card. You can add it in tiny little bits. Again, I mean, if I change the colours of this box, say I've made it as a masculine box, take a little bit of the tape and wrap it around the edge of your box. This show is going to be all the ideas that are flowing out of my head. Maybe none. So just put a little strip around your box, around the edge of a card. What else could you be making with it?
It's nice to have things of nice patterns to do these basic sort of things as well. Like even the basics are, like if you are sticking your dies to your board to make sure they don't move, do it with something that you're going to like the look of it, and it's not such, it's something that represents you and reflects you in that way. It's nice, those little details.
I may have a little bit of gold on you, but we're not going to worry about that. So if you've got your dies, and you know what it's like to find tape that doesn't rip your paper, pop them on, give them a good rub. I'll use a new piece off here. We'll run it through the machine as well. I tell you what, I'll put it over this side, and then you can actually see the die, how it works. So our next bit then is the dies. So this is one of them. Gives me clanking a little bit here, and a little bit of Dan's gold here. We'll clear it off.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Dan's had a busy week. So I'm just going to pop this through so you can see the pattern then and how they work. These dies are all meant to sit in your cardstock. There's no outer layer for them, so they all are verso dies. So let me show you. Right, I've not cut on that one, but I'm in the middle of my plate, so I'm going to give it a little turn. Where's my trimmer? And this could be the front of my card. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a turn, and then you can see exactly what I've done. If I wanted it to be the front and it hadn't cut, then I would shim it a little bit. And all that would mean is where that rose is there, I would put a little bit of card on top. But because I put it right across the top of the plate, it's in the middle of my plate, which is the worst place to be cut in. Or I would emboss it, but I haven't got an embossing look here. So we'll kind of make do with what I have got.
Yeah, lots of nice comments. Billy, I hope you're okay. I know Catherine's going to maybe try a new craft later on. What are you trying? You have to try quilling it. Emma's doing some quilling at the moment.
There
Quite
we
cool.
are. So it's all cut. You can see the very fine grey line around it. So we'll take our tape off. Oh, I did lie to you a little bit because I have ripped my card. So maybe that is not a good idea to do. No, don't use it for holding your dies down. I've lied to you there.
That's alright, you can still get
I've
it. You
tried
haven't
it
ripped
for
the
you.
central ones.
I've tried it for you.
It's stickier than you think.
It is stickier. I didn't think it was going to be that sticky because it didn't feel it. So there is your lovely pattern. I think this pattern is absolutely stunning. But again,
I think you can use it as a, use it as a corner, or use it on both sides, on both opposite corners to create sort of a
Exactly.
more,
So we can have
a more
another one
detailed
there.
look.
and then you just pop your sentiment in the middle. That could be your card. And
Yeah.
that is all you need to do. These can be really, really simple cards.
Get on it. 16, the box looks amazing. We'll have to show that off in a
I'll
little
show
moment.
you now.
Nida, hello beautiful. Hey Nida, hope you're okay. All's okay with you. Sarah's with us. The dies in this kit are brilliant, says Laura. Thanks Laura. Curious, will you get a pentagon dies or pentagonal dies for the US? I haven't done layering dies in a little while. New layering dies, maybe we might for the US. Maybe.
Okay, so here's your dies in your kit. What have we got for you? I'm going to pop them on a piece of card. We have, where's the one I've just cut? You can't tell I'm having one of those days. We'll give this a bit of a tap now, just so you can see it. There we are, most of them are gone. There's a little couple left. So, we've got nice big dies in this kit. We have 3 obvious corner dies, and then we have one then that would be either top or bottom of your page or match them up. Back to back them, sentiment in the middle as I've done with that card. Then we have 2 sentiments. One is have a lovely day. Couldn't see that then. And the other one is wishing you all the best. So I kind of think have a lovely day is very feminine, and I think the other one is very masculine, but it doesn't have to be. But I think that's how they sound to me.
I think the more in the craft industry, the more you feel, the more generic as a positive in it. Like you want something that you can use for kind of any occasion. I know we say that a lot, but you can really use it that way. I got just some quick message. So Ricky said, hi all, nice to see you. Emily and I are watching. It's Emily's 13th birthday today. Hello Emily.
Happy birthday,
happy birthday Emily.
Have a lovely birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. And I don't know, Maria said love that die. Kim says don't tell David I'm having a break from tidying. Dan, can you message David please?
I'm on it now.
And then on top, our sentiments have also got backing plates to them. So you're not left where you've got to glue them all together. There's a backing plate, so you can raise them up off your card. And we've got 2 little flowers as well to decorate your projects with.
We can we'll show that stencil quickly. I know we'll probably come to it.
I'm still showing the die.
I want to show the.
Oh, he's testing.
I just want to show that's a nice.
Oh,
I just want to show it.
I'll smack his hand in a minute. So we have, here's your range. You've got your 3 corners, your little one that will go on the sides of your card, I would say, top or bottom or sides. And then we have your sentiments. Have a lovely day. Wishing you all the best. Your 2 little flowers and your backing plates. So quite a little selection there. But we haven't finished there. This is the bit you want to get.
I want to show this. The expanded mouse.
He wants to show.
I don't have to show it. We delete it now because Dan
We have a stamp and we have a stencil in this kit. This is our first stencil.
Wouldn't be far away. I can't remember one off the top of my head. It might be the first craft kit stencil that you would have seen.
I think it is. So this stencil, let me just show you. There's our little stencil. So it's got 2 lovely patterns, and again, we're kind of going down the distressed route. You've got one, to me the hearts are very feminine, although it just depends on what you do with them. They can still fit on a masculine card. And we've got the triangles, which to me are more masculine, but would still fit on a feminine card.
That's it. They can be
So I'm so contradicting myself today.
a sort of, and because they got those distressed kind of edges inside there.
Exactly.
You do get that kind of angle. You get kind of a modern vintage, if that sort of style even exists.
You do.
But it's it's sort of
move that out the way.
Yeah, like a future distressed look to it. So really, really cool. I don't know is that angular? Is that Art Deco? They call that one? That's angular like that.
Angular
or are we
can
looking
be
at
Art
something?
Deco.
But it's like a mosaic kind of look.
It is.
It's mosaic.
It is. And again, because you've got the expanding mousse, you've got more texture with it.
Can we
get in and show the texture, Dan?
I
don't know how close you can get here.
Maybe pull it back towards you.
To me? Oh.
Alison,
There
tilt
we are.
45 degrees.
I have tilt.
You got tilted 45. That was 25 degrees.
How was
Give it.
that one? Can you see?
Towards your left.
There you go. You really need to see this
It's something you
on
need
your
to see
craft board
really
and
close
feel the
up.
card. It's one of those products which I think on screen is hard to even do it justice.
It is.
So you're going to love it when it arrives. So just have a play with it, use it, and if you haven't used expanding mousse before, how does it work for the people?
It works the same as any other mousse, but you have the option of heating it. I'll show you exactly how this works now, in fact. You heat it and it puffs, so you get that expanding effect with it. You do lose a little bit of the sheen when you puff it up, but you can put that sheen back on as well. And then you've got your stamps then. So your stamps are either a distressed, almost like a wire fence. That's what this one looks like to me. But then you've got a beautiful rose as well, which doesn't look distressed at all.
No.
And looks very, very clean. Lovely for colouring. If you're a colourist, I think you'd enjoy colouring this one.
That one below that great, like Moroccan sort of look through sort of mesh.
It does.
So you create some really different designs. All those are different styles, that you can go to and mix them together to make lots of different feels for cards and your texture. It's encouraging you to get out of your comfort zone if you're not into mixed media or doing things like that.
Exactly.
You don't have to go mixed media with them, obviously, but if you do want to create that kind of distressed look, give it a try because I think you're going to really like it.
Even for this distressed edge in here, I've cut out some of the roses from the die to go on this box. So if you cut those roses out and pop them on your mesh, I think that would be really pretty. Or colour this one in and lay it on top. I think again you could have a very, very pretty effect there. So I think that, one more thing. And there's more. We have a double-ended blender brush. Now to go with this kit, what I love to do...
New design as well.
New
It's
design?
the new design.
It is a new design and it's lovely to hold. but I find this brush really good to use with my Gilding Flakes. That's what I like to do with it. So I will show you that. So shall we show a little bit of our, maybe I'll show a little bit of the Nouveau stuff in this kit, because we do tend to forget our Nouveau. We tend to concentrate on our die cutting, and then we push aside the Nouveau bits.
Sure.
So,
You got the heat gun, haven't you?
I have got a heat gun.
We'll show it. Yeah,
so
we'll
I'm
show
going to
some
show
bits.
it all puffed up and in its prime, should I say. So I'll even have a big sheet of paper.
YFN's got Florentine, I think, is the style of that design.
Florentine, is it really?
I think that Kim.
Oh, well done.
Kim knows that kind of stuff, I think.
I'm not very good at stuff like that. So I'm going to use my little bit of washi tape to hold my stencil in place. I'm going to pop a bit on all the sides because I'm a little bit of a messy pep, should I say.
Jen's been upstairs with you, hasn't she, this week?
She has. She's been a busy bee here. And I'm sure you're going to see more of Jen. So this is how your little mousse will come to you with this foil seal. Try and leave the foil seal in place. Put it back over when you finish using it, because it keeps the moisture in just that little bit. So again, if you've never seen this mousse, it's like butter, and it's just got that awesome sheen on it. So just pop a little bit all over. If you're not very good at putting mousse on, it doesn't matter with this stencil. Have a play. It's a distressed effect anyway. So if you have missed a couple of areas, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make any difference at all. It's a really good one to play with for your first attempt.
And I think you use these products. I know loads of you have your kids, and maybe you know some products you're a bit apprehensive of using because you haven't used them before. Just give them a try on your cards. I say they're
Exactly.
just craft products. You know, you can always get more if you're afraid of using it, but just try it out. You can get some really cool effects.
These are all available in full sizes as well. I mean, I'm thinking of Kim's little box where Kim Rowlandson keeps everything. All her mini sizes she keeps in a big box. So when she goes on workshops and little jollies, it's all there. She hasn't got to take all the full size stuff. Right, let's take my tape off. Catch the edge now. There we are. And I know this is not going to rip my page. The reason it ripped it going through is the pressure on the machine. I'm just catching the bottom.
It's great when it bubbles. Yeah, Maria, you're right. It is great when it bubbles, and we're going to see that now.
So I'm just going to pop that. There we are. We'll pop that on there. Out the way. Okay. So just your heat gun, which I haven't turned on. So I'm not really good at that, am I?
Okay. Go on, just take.
I'll
read some. I want the Tonic spatula tool with lol. It's not required. It can be applied with butter knife if nothing else is available. Yeah, check out. By the way, the stuff we still got going on, sales and things like that on the stores. You've got the Easter sale on the UK. There's a warehouse clearance still on there, so we got loads of older dies which have been discontinued, which you get a chance to grab at a bargain. Same on the US site. I'm going to be adding some more items to the US site of those clearance items. So if you are in the US, check there. There's a few Gary's found right at the back of his warehouse of older stuff. So I'm going to put those on there for you as well.
There we are. So just start in one spot. Wait for it to heat up and then move on. How close can we get, Dan? Can we see it bubbling? So as I'm moving across now, you should see it bubbling. The thicker you put the paste on, obviously the bigger the bubbles you're going to get. Also, if you leave it for a while, you get a flatter effect. So the quicker you can heat it, the better the bubbles. There we go. So it's pretty quick, pretty quick working. Nearly there. So then you can either cut these out. You can mask off one of them if you didn't want to use the two of them on one card. Just put a little bit of tape over the one, or a post-it note or anything like that, and then just take it away. So there is your lovely stencil. I think it's really cool. What else can we do with that? Right, here goes. Take a little bit of the mousse, because it does lose a little bit of its colour. So just go over the top and lift. If you're really nervous about doing this, take your stencil again.
And it's dry after you've finished doing that.
That's completely dry.
It's dry.
That's dry. Put your stencil back on. Take the mousse that's already on your stencil and just go over the top. And this is going to put a lovely little bit of sheen back on the top of your stencil. And you're not wasting any product then. There we are. If I take that away, I'm not sure whether you're going to pick it up on the screen, but it is a little bit more shiny than the top one. I don't think you're going to pick it up on the screen.
And you could, you can mix up your mousses there. If you've got other mousses, you want to do like a gold over the top of that and give it a shine or
I'm
something.
going to try something else. Bear with.
Is it like one of those escapologies? You're going to just hang from the ceiling and...
Oh, you don't want me hanging from the ceiling. Not at all. I'll pull the ceilings down. I am just going to rub off a little bit of this paste.
How should you wash your stencils as well?
Just warm water, warm soapy water. Nothing special. You don't need any special cleaners. Nothing at all. I'm just going to clean the one side for time, because otherwise I could be here all day and you'd be bored. And I don't want to be bored. So what am I going to do with this one? I may still have a little bit of residual. I would take a little bit more time than I am. There we are. Pop all that. There. So I'm going to put my stencil back on again. But this time I'm going to show you some little bits over the second stencil. Let me just wipe my hands a sec, because I'm lucky enough without having blue mousse everywhere. So I've taken, this is a pen I know we've had in the kit before. This is our Louisville Glue Pen, and my hands are wet now. What I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to pump it onto my glass mat, because I want to make a little pool of ink. There we are. That should be enough. Put my top on. Where is... I brought a little sponge down with me. It's not even a very clean sponge. It's one that I've had in my pot. And I'm just going to pick this up with my sponge. And over the top, I am just going to pounce. Just in odd areas. There we are. And we're going to leave it at that. It's going to be fairly dry anyway. And then I'm going to take my Gilding Flakes. Now my hands are sticky, so this Gilding Flakes is going to be everywhere.
You're going to be cold finger.
Yeah. But hey, oh, innit?
There you go.
Whatever. Oh, they're not that bad actually. So just pop the little flakes over the top and just put little bits basically where you want it. I think like I've used this for something, like a bits of paper in here. So there we are. If I was just putting glue straight onto my card, then I would leave that glue to dry. You know it's dry when it goes from blue to white, because you just want that tackiness on it. You don't want the glue.
You get loads in there as well.
You do get loads. Is that the right towel?
No, it's this one.
It's that one.
It's this one. By the way, you know, if you are a Kit subscriber, you get 10% off all the Tonic stores, so that's UK and US. You just have to put TCK at checkout. So Tango Charlie Kilo at checkout, and you'll be able to get 10% off everything. It's alright.
Sorry.
I'm just.
Sorry.
No, it's alright.
So there you are. You can just pop the glue over the top. So you can still see a little bit of the blue coming through. I got a little random bit. But you've also put a little bit of texture on the top with the gold. So that's maybe another little thing you can try.
Yeah, awesome.
How did I do the gold around the top here? You can see, oh, bring it nearer to me, because otherwise you'll have scary eyes. I've popped a very, very fine, I'm hoping you can see, if I turn it upside down. I've popped a very, very fine gilding line around the top, just as a little bit of decoration. So how did I do that? Let's get rid of some of this. Oh, sorry. Oh gosh. I am a bit brainless sometimes.
No, you're not.
Again, take your glue pen and almost sit it into a little crease on your card. Run the glue along. Leave it to dry until it goes clear. Make sure you put your lid on your glue, because otherwise it'll be covered with flake. I think I've got enough flake on this table. So just pick up all your bits, and it doesn't take a lot, and then just rub them along the end.
That's cool.
Let's have a bit more, shall we? Should we make a bit more mess?
Go on.
Go on then. Go on.
Tip it up.
Go on. Be a devil. Let's get a little bit more here. Maybe I should have had a darker colour card. So a little bit more, just along the edge. And it gives you quite an even line, because you've sunk it into almost a little dip in your pen, and it'll do both sides, because you've inked along the both sides, or glued along rather.
Make sure to blow it all towards the white as well. Just,
Yeah.
I thought you'd quite like a little bit of this. Are you not feeling it?
Oh, I like it. You could do that if, you know, like if we're talking card making, if you usually do on the show, but you could do, if you were doing a certificate or something like that, you could do it around the edge and create some cool stuff, treasure maps, all
I
this
was
sort
just
of stuff.
going to say that, the edge of a treasure map. If your children are doing them in school. So there we go. Just along the edge of the card there. I'm hoping you can pick up that little bit of gold. So that's another little technique. What else can we do? Let's have a little look here. Pop all these up there. What have I done on these? So this one, I've used the pearlescent card as my card base. I've used the die and I've cut it top and bottom. And I've measured a little strip in the middle where I wanted my sentiment to go. It's a really quick and simple card. And then I've put a backing panel inside just to pop through the colour. But again, you could take a fine little marker and pop some gold pen just around the corners here, which would be another lovely little idea.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, what we've gone through today then is a few different little ways that you can use the bits and pieces in the craft kit that maybe you hadn't thought of before, or they're maybe brand new products to you which you don't know. You know, you just hear your expanding mousse and you're not quite sure what that is. Hopefully today that's enlightened you a little bit as to that, but we've got plenty more to come. Any questions you have about the products you're going to be getting in your kit, make sure you ask us. We're going to be working on a sort of a library of things like that to answer these sort of questions, like the different types of drops, like the GSM, like you said, like the mica mists. And yeah, anything that you wondered or you think would be a nice kind of quick reference thing, like the swatches and stuff that we've had before, let us know, because hopefully we'll be able to put it in one place which isn't in the group, so then everyone can access it even if you're not in the group. So that might be something that we're able to do.
Don't forget to layer your dies as well. So this one I've cut the circles out of the copper roses.
Different bits and pieces, and then we're all learning together and finding out and exploring these products. What are you doing now?
Don't know yet, I haven't tried it, but I'm going to have a go.
Just crafting for your own enjoyment.
Yeah. So this is my stone drops, which normally we would say, can you hear the texture
Like listen
in
here,
there?
that lovely crick
Can
texture.
you hear that? It may be you don't want the whole stencil, but you only want a little bit of it. So there is your stone drops, and they will hold. I don't know whether I can heat them, but I'll try.
Go on.
I'll try. They may well bubble. You can heat
You know what?
them.
They're bubbling.
They're bubbling.
Really rising as well.
I'm not
aren't
sure how far you can get in, but they will collapse. They won't stay raised. But again, this is another texture.
they? It's a rounder, more peaked texture to it.
It
Yeah, I
is.
don't know how well they'll. Yeah, I like that.
There we go. I still wouldn't want to put my finger in them because I'm sure they're not dry. No, they're still quite soft inside. The outer casing is dry, but the inner bit is not. So again, they've kept it. They I don't know
They're
how
peaks,
much
yeah.
you can see, but they have kept their peaks there. But again, if I wanted to do a stone drop, you know, talk about making a mess. This is one of those weeks, isn't
This
it?
is craft battle-esque, this, isn't it?
I mean, as long as I had time. I mean, that is some stone drop. You could leave that.
That is, isn't it?
I will leave that to dry. I will tell you how long it takes for it to dry, and I will show you.
And we'll
I
show
think
you.
a good 24 hours. Isn't
I will possibly give it longer than 24 hours.
It's
But
a
I
lovely
think
like button.
It is a
that's to
button,
It's
isn't
really,
it?
really, really is.
it is a button,
Yeah,
proper button.
proper button. Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, all that. Any questions? Drop them in the comments. We'll do our best to cover.
I know I'm
The lady in
covered.
black is.
I am
is,
absolutely covered.
yeah, so all that to come. Check out the USA website, so tonic-studios.com or tonic-studios.co.uk for the kit. It's out there. It's available as well. Subscribe and you get the benefits of using that TCK code to get 10% discount off anything in the store. Lots and lots of other cool stuff. You can make a saving by subscribing. Yeah, it's all there for you. Yeah, any questions, let us know. But thank you so much for tuning in again today. We're back for the daily tomorrow. Enjoy Jodie's show now in 10 minutes on Crate and Craft. Until then, we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.